private magic show right here on the LDM Show. We always try to bring you the best people, but remember, check them out. Nothing under my sleeves, you know, and you won't be disappointed. But right now,
it's nothing up my sleeves.
Nothing up my sleeves. There we go. Nothing up my sleeves or my pants or nothing like that. But hey, right? Well, no,
there's kids in here.
Yeah, right.
The remix, nothing up my sleeve and nothing down my pants.
There we go. That's the remix.
I'll put the naked magicians out of business.
Hey, but anyway, we got Chris here. He's going to be showing it up. So, no further ado, here is the magician, Chris.
All right. So the first thing that I brought a couple of things with me, but I figured I want to do this one specifically for the people that are watching. I actually have in my possession right here one of the oldest eye tests that were ever created. Now, I'm sure, as you know, the eye test where you got to read read the small lines on the board with the the letters and everything. This is actually long before that, and it was a doctor who had created this thing, and he was originally a guy who would con people out of their money. And the way that he would do this is he would show them a board with 1 dot here, and 4 here, and 3 here, and 6 here, and 1 here. And I know exactly that's the reaction. Like, wait, well, what just happened? Everybody knows you can't have a board of 1 dot here, and 4 here, and 3 here, and 6 here, and 1 here. You just can't do it. Eventually, word had gotten out about the magician, or about not the magician. Word had gotten out about the eye doctor who had this board with 1 dot here, and 4 here, and 3 here, and 6 here, and 1 here. They always wanted to know how it was done. So, for you guys, I'm actually going to show you how this trick is done, and you can eventually do it for your friends and family or at school when it starts up, and if you're doing school things, hire me. But anyway, so this is all you gotta do. You gotta go and get a piece of paper, an index card, something to write with. You got a pen or a marker, something to write with, something to write on. You draw 2 dots here, and you draw 5 dots here. It's very simple the way that this works. If you cover up the dot and you tell the person what you want them to see, they're gonna see it. Like if I cover up the dot right here and I tell you that there's only 1 dot, you're gonna think that there's 1 dot when there's really 2. Same thing here. If I were to cover up this dot right here and I tell you that there's 4, you're gonna think that there's 4 when there's really 5. It's all about what I want you to see. Same thing here. You see, they don't really realize that there's not a dot there. They think I'm just covering something up, but I'm not because there's nothing there. I tell them that there's 1, 2, 3. They think that there's going to be 1, 2, 3 when there's really only 2. Same thing here. If I cover up the space right here, it creates the illusion of 6 when there's really 5. So then, we usually go, 1, 4, 3, 6, 1, 4, 3, 6. So to actually test the people that are watching and the people that are in the studio, we're going to do it one time. I'm going to go through, you're going to tell me how many dots I really want you to think there are, and then you're going to tell me how many dots are really there. Can we do that? Alright, cool. How many here?
1.
When there's really 2. Good job. See, it goes on like that. So how many do I want you to think are here?
1.
4. When there's really
5.
5. Good job. See, it's the same thing. If I wanted, how many do you want you to think are here?
3.
3. When there's really
2.
2. Good job. See, how many do I want you to think are here? 6. When there's really 5.
Five.
And it works. We'll do it one more time, a little faster. Ready? Remember, it's how many I want you to think of, how many are really there. So how many here?
1.
1 when there's really
2.
2. Good job. See how many here?
4.
When there are really
5.
5. Good job. See how many here?
3 of them.
3 when there's really
2.
2. Good job. See how many here? 6 when there's really
6 of them.
5. Good. See, and that's usually how it works. And then you're telling me because you see, I've done this trick thousands and thousands of times. And the literal definition of insanity is when you do something over and over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result. I think I have finally gone insane. That's for them. So, let's. Thank you. So, another thing that I'm really known for is I like the applause right there. It's pretty cool. Another thing I'm known for is card magic. Card tricks are one of my specialties, and we're going to perform a couple of card effects today. I'm actually going to need, would you want to come over here and help me? Yeah, man, get over. She's like, great. All right. So here's what is your name?
Gigi.
Gigi, come on over. Get in front of the camera so they don't think I'm talking to myself like I usually do. Anyway, Gigi, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you pick a card out of the deck. You're going to show the cameras. I'm going to turn my back so I can't see. Ooh, look, a city. Well, that's cool. Anyway, you're gonna look, you're gonna show everybody what the card is. You're not gonna say what it is, all right? I'm gonna go like this. You're gonna say stop whenever you want, and that's where we'll stop, and that's where you'll put the card back. Fair? Cool. Card's gonna go back. Just say stop.
Stop.
Right there. Put your card back right there where you said stop. Now, do you see that card? Do you guys see the card? And at home, do you see the card? Ta-da! No, I'm just joking. No. What we can do is it wasn't on the bottom, right? No? Okay. We'll shuffle the deck. We'll try to shuffle it again. There we go. No, hold on. Here we go. Third time's a charm. It's a newer deck. Bear with me. Was not on the bottom, right? No. That wasn't your... Okay, just want to make sure. Shuffle the deck. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle it one more time for good luck. And then I'm going to do what's called the crazy shuffle. The crazy shuffle is where you take the cards and you literally rearrange the order of them so that way they're no longer facing the same direction. In doctor's terms, this is called OCD. But anyway, what you can see is that cards are now back to face, and we have some faces that are against the backs. And, you know, it just continues and back to back and face to face. You get the idea, right? Do you remember what your card is? Now, I'm not even going to touch the deck. All I have to do is just wave my hand over. Did you see anything? Now, if I told you that I found your card in the deck without touching it right here, would that impress you? That'd be pretty cool, right? A little bit. So you're saying a little bit. So I'm going to make it more difficult. I'm going to say all I got to do is wave my hand and snap my fingers. The cards are no longer mixed up. They're actually all face down again. Would that be pretty cool? That's a little bit bigger. Now, if I told you that the cards, I could literally just go like this. The cards are now fixed. I have found your card and have made your card the only card face up in this deck. That would be pretty interesting, right? That's almost impossible, but you see, it really happens because all I have to do is spread the cards out. There's one card that's different. There's your Jack of Clubs. Now, you see, we can go further with that. Now, do you want to keep the Jack of Clubs or do you want to use a different card? Okay, we can use a different card then. How's the 7? We can use that. No, do you want to choose the 7 or do you want to choose a different card? Okay, pick another one out. Show the cameras. Like I said, I don't want to see. I'll look over here this time at my phone that is not charging for some. Oh, I have a text message. That's why. You have your card. Your card's going to go back into the deck. Okay, perfect, perfect. You got it right there. All right, look at the card. You guys got it. Perfect. Think of that card. We cut the deck like this. We'll give the deck 1, 2, 3 cuts. And if I did this right, the 7 of clubs was your card. No, that was the card that we had before that I kind of... Okay, all right, so here's what we'll do. I know, right? Even the kid's saying that's not the right card. Well, no, it was not the 7, right? So I'll take the 7. I'll put the 7 right here on the table. We don't even need to use that, all right? What was your card, out of curiosity?
You remember your card?
You're not going to tell me what it is, are you? You're not going to tell me? I didn't need you to anyway. It wasn't 3 of spades. Now, do you want to snap your
ladies and
fingers?
gentlemen, that was pretty good.
Good, perfect. When you snap your finger, you've literally become a human magic wand. When you snap your fingers, that's when this effect works. So the 3 of spades is going to go into the center of the deck. Whenever you snap your fingers, the 3 is going to jump to the top. Watch, snap your fingers. Just like that, and it's going to jump up to the top. I'm going to do it again so you can kind of see what's going on. I'll take the 3, and I'll do what they used to do back in the Wild West when they would cheat at cards. They would bend them so that way they can see where in the deck they were placed. So you can see where it is, right, roughly? We take the card, snap your fingers. When you snap, it'll jump up to the top. There's the 3 with the bend. Now I'm going to do this one more time so you can kind of see what's going on, all right? I'll show you where the card is, I'll show you where it's going, and we'll kind of go from there. But I want you to pay attention to where it goes. So here's the 3. It goes from here to there to there. I want you to push the card in. Now follow where it goes. All right there. Let me know when you see it. Ready? If you have to spread through, let me know. All right?
You gotta look hard, look hard.
It's in there.
Look hard.
Look real hard for the...
That's a little bit of card magic. So, and I'll do one more card effect, which actually, like I promised them I would do. Actually, I'll do 2 more.
feet got no faith in ground. Where are we traveling now? White people living in town, like from a sweet melody, them soul is flowing now, yeah. And nothing hold we down. When we dance on the street, do it sweet, then you see it, say everyone bow, yeah. When we dance on the street, everyone move your feet until it's sun.
All the women make some noise. All the fellas make some noise. Being married with my wife for 28 years, and I don't want to hit it. So, if you're drinking, drink responsibly. Be mindful of the people around you. Let's keep this going. The weather is beautiful. We're going to have an outstanding show today, okay? We have Adolescentes coming up. Then we have TKA for those of you who like freestyle music here. And if you're like me, if you like old school hip hop, where's my old school hip hop? We have Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. Wait. Hold on. That's coming. Wait, bro. If you like old school hip hop, I'll do you one better. We got the Bronx Borough president in the house.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date? When a year to make love, she wanted you to wait. Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short mini skirt. I just got on stage dripping pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof. I asked her name, she said blah blah blah. She had 9, 10 pants and a very big car. I took a couple of flicks, saying she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Then when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said, no I don't, I only have a friend.
Who heard that before?
Come on.
Who heard that before? The worst.
This is what I'm going to say.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. Telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see I need love. There I was, giggling about the days. Saying the names. Then the curve kid blocks me.
Don't fuck, I got it. Hey! MC and my people call me milk. I'm messing up a party, I feel no guilt. Up for me, something's that's down with me. The one of us, that's how I feel. To be down, you must appeal. To the two, we're rated R. We're gifted and we're going far. Down the road, to the bank. While I'm here, I like to thank Mom and Dad, they move the time. Yeah, that feels good. Milk is chillin', this is chillin'. What more can I say? Top it, that's what we get. We got it good, and this you understood. Yo, what's up, last minute? Yo, what up, this? Oh, you got this? You got this? Put your action on. I want to tell you a little something about us. We're the Big Number Dutch crew. And due to the fact that what time it was, they have to tell you a little story about where we come from. South Bronx. It's 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 South Bronx. Many people told me this style is terrific. It is kind of different, but let's be specific. KRS One specialized in music. I only use this type of style when I choose it. Party people in the place to be. KRS One attack. You got dropped off MCA cause the rhymes you wrote was whack. So you think that hip-hop had to start out in Queensbridge? If you pop that junk up in the Bronx, you might not live. So you're in South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx.
This one right here used to make me go out my mind. And house party. Right, Joe?
That's it. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Hey, hey. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. It's in your comment, many guys with the flip of see ya. Now with the sound called EDP. If you know how to join the crew, well, you must see me. You can't sell a shit on the one Marley. Shannon Molly Marley, my rhyme I like the gay. You know the right man, you don't know what to say. Saying hip hop started out in Queensbridge. Saying like that, man, you know them countless. So tell them again, we come to tell them again. Tell them again, we come to tell them again. Tell them again, we come to tell them again. Tell them again, we come to tell them. Manhattan keeps on making it, Brooklyn keeps on taking it, Orange keeps on getting it, and Queens keeps on faking it.
I love Queens though. I love Queens. I love Queens. We gotta think about the whole city.
All you sucker MCs want you please come out to play God. It's represent with over KRS1.
She's so fake.
She's such a slut. You can see the layers on her face.
Look at her chicken legs.
Oh my god. How short is that skirt?
I can't believe she'd even put that on.
Is that her dress? It's not even on her hardly.
It's not even covering her up.
It's actually disgusting. Oh my god. How can she do her hair like that?
I don't even know how this girl has
I
friends.
saw her talking to Holden the other day. Who does she think she is?
I bet she slept with the whole football team. She's not even pretty. She's gained so much weight. She looks like a cow.
Such a good idea. Watch this.
You're good. Oh my god, that's so funny. You gotta post that. I got an idea. Pass this.
Oh my god.
Es un payaso que murió por ti. Dime por qué se me acaba el tiempo de vivir. Y es que el amor que yo tengo te lo di y no hay más. Se acabó, me quedo solo y triste, mi alma morirá. Y es que el amor que yo tengo te lo di y no hay más. Se acabó, me quedo solo y triste, mi alma morirá. Siento ya no aguanto más y es que el alma a veces ríe y a veces sufre y como llora. Dime por qué es que me has dejado de amar porque yo me enamoré. Y es algo que me rinde a tus pies y mi orgullo es un payaso que murió por ti. Dime por qué se me acaba el tiempo de vivir. Y el que se la sepa que la cante. Y es que cántalo, Bronx. Y no hay. Y es que el amor ya lo digo, se acabó, me quedo solo y triste, mi alma morirá. Y es que el amor que yo tengo te murió.
Somos adolescentes de la nueva generación, señores. Muchísimas gracias por esos aplausos.
Venezuela.
Encantado de estar acá esta tarde. Y esperamos que todo ese público latino, salsero, disfrute de esta orquesta. Gracias por esos aplausos.
¿Dónde está la gente salsera, la que le gusta bailar? Esto es un clásico de adolescentes, espero la bailen, la disfruten. Que lo hacemos con todo el cariño del mundo, representando a Venezuela y a todos los latinos a nivel mundial. Y un aplauso para ustedes, señores, que se escuche fuerte.
Estamos en Facebook Live, así que saludos a nuestra gente que está conectada alrededor del mundo. Carlito, presenta a nuestra gente ahí.
¡Ey, una bulla
para una bulla
por el Facebook! Estamos transmitiendo en Facebook.
Estamos en vivo. Adolescentes ORG, así que pendiente de nuestras redes sociales.
¡Ey! Este es un clásico para los salseros. Dice así.
No quiero una desilusión. Si el cielo te estás enfermando, cándate buscando la solución. Yo no quiero buscar desafío ni tampoco quiero una desilusión. Si el cielo te estás enfermando, cándate buscando la solución. La pena que te embarga por el inmenso amor, tan solo con tu camarada se equilibra nuestro amor. La pena que te embarga por el inmenso amor, tan solo con tu camarada. Llámame, 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 y no te hagas dura que te quiero, amor. Llámame, llámame, mira que yo me muero de desesperación. Ajá.
aplausos son para ustedes. A ver. ¿Qué les parece si le damos otro aplauso bien fuerte a nuestra orquesta? Excelente. Quiero aprovechar en nombre de todos los integrantes de la familia Adolescentes de dar la bienvenida acá a la tarima esta tarde compartiendo con nosotros en los timbales al maestro Luisito Quintero. Un aplauso bien fuerte. Bienvenido, maestro. Robert Quintero también en la percusión. Bienvenido. Puros latinos. ¿Qué quieren escuchar ahora? ¿Ustedes saben? ¿Cuál?
La que estaban pidiendo, pero queremos que todos la canten.
Ustedes saben que para muchos de los latinos no ha sido nada fácil, no solamente nosotros los venezolanos, a veces tener que dejar nuestro país en busca de un mejor sueño. Y a veces dejamos atrás a personas maravillosas, personas ideales, a veces al amor de nuestra vida, o venimos aquí a encontrarlo. Esta es una historia que todos ustedes conocen, y esta canción ya no es de los adolescentes, es de ustedes. Dice así.
Pétalos de rosas y tristemente me dijiste y no es por mí, contigo está mi corazón, todo el amor de mis entrañas, de mi pecho y de mi alma, algún día volveré a estar aquí, me tengo que ir, así es la vida y tiene desilusión, se tiene amor, sale esperanza, cuando se quiere con el alma, al pero que Dios te puso a mí.
as mighty armies clash in a struggle for total domination. The scales can be tipped by one man who has the courage to confront his fate and make a choice that will decide the fate of the world.
Guys put a lot of smoke in today. Wow. But anyway, we expecting a real superhero? I don't think so. The real life superheroes are the ones that are helping out in their community today. And the LDM Show will be there to bring you the events and stories to life. Do you know a real superhero? Let us know. But for now, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook. Also visit our websites for photos, videos, and updates. But until the meantime, hey, I gotta be out of here.
It's the LDM Show, and remember, this is why we're the award-winning show by the mayor, by the Bronx Borough president, because we keep bringing guys like this on the show. If you're here in the Bronx and you just missed it, matter of fact, if you've been in the grave for a long time, you don't even know who we're talking to. They don't know. They don't know.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm
right?
used to it, man.
Nah, but you know, you're a legend, man. You're like everything and everyone from the 80s, 90s, everywhere heard of you and always know how that feels like people still sing your songs and your music and they still hang in and everything, man.
Well, you know, I like to often say, you know, as part of the Treacherous Three, what we brought to the table when people come up and say, yo, LA Sunshine, I appreciate you for all the stuff that you've done. I consider myself the roots of the tree, and the roots are sometimes overlooked and rarely recognized. So when I get that from people that I have inspired or encouraged and pushed forth and let them flourish in terms of them being the leaves and the fruit from the tree, that's the most gratification I can get. So I feel good about it.
But you know, your music and everything has been sampled. Matter of fact, it's like it grows into other type of music. You know, it's like during the years it goes from rap, goes to freestyle. Now even R&B mixes it up a little bit. So how does that feel like, you know, manifesting in all these type of genres?
Good. Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that, because my group, the Treacherous Three, we were the first hip hop R&B collaboration. The very first one. We did a song on Sugar Hill Records. I think it was somewhere along in 83, 84. With Felipe Wynn from the Spinners. So that shows how far back. That was the actually first hip hop R&B collaboration. So it feels good to be able to be, like I said, the part of the foundation. That's something that nobody could ever take away from me. I'm one of maybe less than 100 people now walking the earth that can lay claims to ownership or creating hip hop, this thing, the culture that we represent, and it's all gratifying.
Now, the Tetris 3, they still have people now and they still sampling a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you can hear a little bit of the beats or something that came from you guys.
Yeah.
And how does that like feel like you know that you started a trend there?
It's always complimentary. Yeah, we get sampled a lot of times. I mean, it's fortunate enough for me to be able to bridge the gap because I work with youth. I work with kids. I've been working with kids for, a multitude of years, going on a couple of decades or more. And when we're having that conversation, my hip-hop acumen allows me to kind of bridge that gap and make myself more relatable and identifiable with the kids that I talk to. So a song will come on that they can relate to, and I can go, well, under that, and just do the checking and doing some of the research and showing them that that's actually my music. I get a little street cred from that. They be like, oh, Mr. LA, you actually, you've been there, you've been around. Not only you just an old fart, you know what I'm saying? You actually, you put it down. So it adds to the credibility that I have. So it bridges the gap and makes the rapport more better.
It's funny because when I grew up right here in the Bronx, 167, and my brother was the DJ. So every time he's like, you got to throw in some Tetris 3, and he, and then now I just text him and I was like, hey, guess who I'm going to be with?
Right.
He's like, son of a bomb, like, because these guys, older like my age, we grew up with you, and it's appreciated your music, how it made us go through our lives, and your songs are humongous, and I thank you for everything that you did, man.
I definitely appreciate it, man. I mean, because it's a little bit more than, it's gratifying to hear and see that we are appreciated. I like to stay grounded into the community. I'm actually have my own radio show. It's a Seaboard Clubhouse Radio that we do, and it's a Bronx community-based organization where we reach out to the community at large, but we target our youth of our neighborhood. I also wrote a book. I'm an author. I wrote my personal biography. It's called LA Sunshine, A True Story, and I'm in the process of transitioning that from book form to doing a one-man play. So I keep my foot grounded and I stay within my community, Bronx, New York, or whatever, man. Anything that I can do to further big up my group, my hood.
We send you an invite to be on our show live to talk about your show thing. It's called Behind the Mic, and it'll be a great thing for you,
Let's make it happen.
And you can talk about your books and all that. Okay? No problem. Thank you.
Hello, thank you for coming to our page and watching our short video. We at the LDM Show enjoy bringing you events, stories, performances, and news that are going on in the community that many people are not aware of, giving them opportunity to showcase their talent, network, and build awareness. We also have a volunteer learning program that gives future media hopefuls a chance to learn the business so they can take it out there and do it on their own. This all has been a great adventure of ours. A lot of amazing things have happened to our show ever since the first day we aired, and this all happened because of your support. We are now ready to take it to the next level by airing in several community channels. As amazing as it might sound, being on a community channel, wow, it demands us to upgrade our equipment, such as wide angle cameras, broadcasting systems, Wi-Fi, body mics, and much more. For this reason, we need your help. We are asking for you to donate to help us reach a wider audience and create a community awareness. Help us make this dream a reality. Also ask how can you help by buying advertising space on our show or our website. Again, thank you for your support. With your help, we can reach and create a better community awareness. Again, thank you, and keep on watching the LDM Show.
girl plays hard to get. I said, what's wrong? She looked upset. She said, it's all because of you. Say what? I'm feeling sad and blue. You went away, and I'm feeling with rainy day. And I love you so. How much you never know. 'Cause you took your love away from me. Took your love. So what was we to do? Keep crying over me. Feeling blue, I said, don't cry. Here comes your mom's with about 2 middle. Me mom stepped up, said to Smith. Sally in the face, go next in the punch her in the belly and stepped on her. Stared the child on the heart. Blood was strong, no kids was gone. Something is wrong, I said. I tried to break it up, I said, stop it. If I can have it. She grabbed me closely in one of my socks. I broke like I had the chicken box, but she gave chase and caught up quick. Put a finger in the face, empty slick. Says, why don't you give me a play so we can go? And if you give me that, okay, I'll give you. No, Ricky, can't you see? I just love your jazzy ways. MCs are here to stay. So on and on and on she goes. It's like the drink been around. I said, shut up. I gave her a kiss. I said, you can't. You're too strong. She says, no, you're not. Starts crying. I'm 52 and stop lying. Go ask my mama something that I can't be kids lover. You know what I'm saying, man? To the tick-tock, you don't stop. Post-go, tick-tick in your thumb. Here's the first.
Hello, my name is Araya.
And I am Selena.
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher.
And when I grow up, I want to be a nurse.
Did you know that individuals who drive while sending or reading text messages are 23% more likely to be involved in a car crash more than other drivers?
Also, a car crash is typical, happens within an average of 3 seconds after a driver is distracted.
The United States Department of Transportation notes that cell phones are involved in 1.6 million auto crashes in a year.
That causes 500,000 injuries and takes 6,000 lives.
On February 19, 2011, Ashley Jones Davis was killed in a horrific car accident. She was texting and driving when she left the center lane and drove head into a box truck. But she stopped short, writing in her final message, "I can't discuss this right now. Facebooking and driving is not safe. Because of this, a new law was made.
We have families that will miss us.
We also have futures.
There is no text that cannot wait until later.
So let's take this pledge and say no to texting and driving.
Together we can spread the word
and save a life. Don't text and drive.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's the LDM Show, your community talk show right here in the Bronx. But wait, 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Fresh on. Yeah, you know it. Hey, this is why we're award-winning show, because we get people like Dougie Fresh in our thing. First of all,
I'm honored to be on your show.
No, I'm honored. And first of all, I just want to say thank you for all the history and all for the memories, because Biggie and all of you guys, you know what I'm saying? But first of all, you are a legend. How does it feel that even the youngsters now starting to know who Dougie Fresh is?
Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. You know, I got kids that come to my show that are very young, and their parents taught them about it. Thanks to the internet and other forms of social media, the kids are on there. They Google, they look up, they see what's happening, and I look at it as an honor because these kids got so many other artists that's out here. So for them to take the time out to listen and check out what I'm doing, that's a blessing from God.
Well, it is a blessing, especially like I tell a lot of people, you really want to know where hip-hop comes from, go to Tetris 3, Douglas, Biggie. All these guys really, tell you where hip-hop really came from, and where it was birthed at. And they always had stories. Right. How do you feel about, not having too much stories now in hip-hop like it's supposed to be?
I think that right now hip-hop is going through a transition, and I think that some of the artists they're looking for something new, and I think that as I said this to someone just now, it's going to take a combination of the artists from the beginning and the artists now to get together to create that new thing that will last, like our music has lasted all this time, because it has to have some kind of love in it, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, some of the artists do have great songs, but it's different between a great song and a great career. A song is one thing, a career is over a period of time.
Yeah, and it's true. I want to find out any of you guys can do what he did so many years and still be popular and still looking like this, you know what I'm saying? But how it feels to be in the Bronx in front of hundreds and hundreds of people.
What? I love the Bronx, man. The Bronx is, I used to live in the Bronx. I used to live over on 174th Street between Marmion and Prospect. I used to be up there. I used to be up there. I used to do parties in the Bronx. I learned from the Bronx. I love the Bronx, and every opportunity that I get to come up here and do something is always an honor, always a pleasure. It's a melting pot, you know what I'm saying, of the Latin community, the black community, and everybody's moving as one. And I love it so much because people don't really give a lot of recognition to how much the Latin community played a role in hip-hop. But I always say it and I always show it because it was built together. And the Bronx is about togetherness. That's what the Bronx represents to me.
Oh, yeah, and it represents a lot from back in the DJs with the crakes and all, Oh, my God, it was crazy. But what's next for you?
Well, right now I'm touring, and I got new music coming out. Got a couple of films I'm doing a tremendous amount of shows. I'm in this movie called Girl Trip with Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett, and Regina Hall, and a couple of other artists. I did something in there. I have some other performances I'm doing. I'm working on some TV stuff. And right now, I'm getting ready to let out a series of songs in different styles of music, not just one. Like I may do something with some jazz artists, do something with some reggae artists, some pop artists. Like I'm jumping around because the music has to continue to evolve. So sometimes you got to go into those other areas to continue to create. And more than anything, I'm taking care of myself.
Oh, yes, you are.
I got
you. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I can't stress myself.
The LDM, we sponsor awards called Independent Music Awards. What can you tell the independent artists that are trying to, become famous?
Independent artists got to go back to the beginning. You have to go back. Now, what I mean by the beginning is you have to do things on your own. You have to take a record, make a record, take a record, you know, it happens. This is TV. Take a record, make a record, and get it out there on your own, and you have to get behind it. You have to promote the stuff yourself. It's no longer about a record label. It's about you going out there and promoting it. And you got to keep on giving it a little bit of a boost. Ask your local DJs to play it. Get it online and play it. Find out all of the information that you can, you know what I mean, to promote your records. Get your videos out. I tell my sons that, you know.
All right, thank you very much. Again, Dougie Fresh, thank you, and keep humble. Much love. Thank you for everything. Hey, this is the LDM Show. That's Dougie Fresh. 6 minutes, he's got to be out. We'll see you later. Hey, you've been watching the LDM Show. Let us know what you think about this episode. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We value your opinion, so please let us know. And let's get right back to the show.